the high desert in the great American Southwest. I bid you good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the universe and the world. We're covering it all with a brand new program called Midnight in the Desert. I'm Art Bell, and it is my pleasure to be here. It's going to be an interesting evening. The first thing we're going to do is cover the genesis of the name of the program. Now, let's think about it a little bit. Midnight in the Desert. Where have you heard that before? Midnight in the Desert. Midnight in the Desert. Let me think about that. Oh, yes. There's this lovely gal in Nashville. There's this lovely gal in Nashville who, I'm hearing music. I wonder where that's coming from. Really strange. That's wrong. All right, this lovely gal in Nashville who sang it for me, and her name is Crystal Gayle. Crystal, welcome to the program.
Well, thank you for having me on. I was so excited.
I guess now I should reach back. I should tell everybody that one day you came to my house here in Nevada. You came all the way to Pahrump, Nevada, and handed me a song on a CD, and it blew me away. And then, Crystal, as time went on, and you said, I sang this for you, here you go, it's yours. And as time went on, I fell more and more and more in love with the song. It's the last song I play every single night. And so, first of all, I guess I would like to ask about the genesis of this song. Did you write it yourself?
I wrote this with Mike Laudermilk and then my husband Bill. But Mike and I started out the song. We listen to your program all the time, as you know. And we just started thinking about it. We just said, we're going to come up with something. And it just came. And we wrote it, and we decided we had to bring it to you.
Crystal, when you write a song, does it most times just come, or are a lot of them struggles to write?
Yeah, a lot of it can be struggled.
Yeah.
But the ones that I like are the ones that just come easy, and this definitely did. But, it just felt right, and we wanted to do this.
Boy, it does feel right. It feels right for... by the way, you'll be interested to know, we had a great vote on this website, and Midnight in the Desert won out hands down. Everybody wanted the program to be called that. Everybody wanted the theme to be that.
This is great.
So,
we are very honored. Very, very honored.
I'm very honored. What are you doing these days?
Well, we're still...
Well, again, it is my distinct honor and pleasure to have the show named Midnight in the Desert. I'm in love with that song, and, if I weren't entangled, I'd be in love with you too.
Oh, we lost him already. I don't know what the problem is. Let me disconnect and reconnect and see if I can get him back. Hold on, folks.
Dark Matter Radio Network is experiencing some technical difficulties. Hopefully we'll have it solved. Just stay tuned.
Oh, man. All right, so I had to do that. I had to do that at the beginning of the program. There's just no two ways about it. What a wonderful lady. And I'm not kidding you when I say she got on an airplane, came all the way out here, came to my house, had lunch, and handed that to me and said, here, this is for you. And I listened to it once, and I said, oh, thank you so much. And, it kind of ended there for a little while. And then I started listening more and more and more to the song, and the more I heard it, the more I began to fall in love with it, really in love with it. So that's how this show became what it is. And the good people at Belgab, that's a website that kind of follows the show, voted this as what should be the name of the program. And so that's how it happened. That beautiful, talented lady is the reason. All right, I'm going to go through a think, a couple of rules for the show, because that's all we've got is a couple. Actually, maybe only one. The rule we have here is no bad language. No bad language. Now, tonight, we're welcoming a whole bunch of affiliates to the show. So be aware that you're not only on the Internet, but you're on broadcast radio as well. And I could go through a list, and I will at some point go through a list of all the affiliates. Those of you who have joined us, I say welcome. And again, the only rule I have is really no bad language. There's no need for it. Now, you can say what you have to say without saying a bad word. You can be dramatic and have emphasis without saying a bad word, right? So do that, and keep in mind that we've got children, 8 people up to 80 listening. They both go through the roof if you've got a whole bunch of bad language. I think a lot of Internet radio shows think, we're on the Internet now. We could really swear up a storm, and they do. So what you're hearing now is a digital audio revolution, in my opinion. The world has changed beneath our feet. There is nobody who loves radio more than myself. But clearly, we are in the middle of a digital revolution. Everybody's carrying around these cell phones. I've got an iPhone sitting right here. Whether it's an Android or whatever you've got, it's pretty much plastered with you all the time, right? Half of you have most of your lives on the thing. I know I do. And when it's out of my reach, I get a little fidgety. Any of the rest of you like that? Even when it's in the charger. It's like the charger has it. I don't. And I reach for it to look at the weather forecast or what have you, and it's not there. All right. There is one other thing. There are many ways to call the show. We have a public number, which is area code 952-225-5278. That's 952-225-5278. You can use Skype in North America. That means U.S. and Canada. You simply kind of make like you want to make me your friend on Skype, and you enter MITD 51. That's MITD 51, as in midnight in the desert, right? If you're overseas, anywhere outside North America, it's MITD 55. That's MITD 55. Now, when you call, we prefer you use a headphone mic. If you can find a headphone mic, that would be glorious, because then you'd sound good. If you've got one of those little cameras on the computer, pick it up when you call and talk into it just like you're talking into a microphone. What you don't do is stand 5 feet back from the computer and yell at the computer when I come on. That never works, always sounds bad, no exceptions, just doesn't work. Now, on your iPhone you can add me, and then you can call me. It's that simple from anywhere in the world. All right, all of that said, I think that I'll go into this break this way. This, of course, is the lady you just heard, Crystal Gale. I'm Art Bell, and this is Midnight in the Desert.
Midnight in the desert, shooting stars across the sky. This magical journey will take us on a ride, filled with the light, and all the truth. We make it to tomorrow with the sun shine on you. Midnight in the desert, and we're
Inside from the high desert and the Appalachian Southwest. This is Inside in the Desert.
Exclusively on the Dark Matter Digital Network.
To call us all.
Dial 1-952. Call Art. That's 1-952-225-5278.
That's the number, all right. Stumbled a little there at the end. 5278 is what he meant to say at the end. And that's the way to call. Good evening, everybody. I am Art Bell, and I am back after a 2-year hiatus. At the bottom of the hour, we're going to be joined by, or after the news at the bottom of the hour, Graham Hancock. And Graham is an amazing, amazing guy. I'll tell you all about him. If you've never heard Graham, well, you're in for quite a treat. I've got a few thank yous to do since this is an inaugural show. I'm going to repeat some of what I said last night. Now, I needed really, really good audio to do a show like this, or to even contemplate doing a show like this, and so I called the Telos Company. They are the leaders in getting audio from point A to point B and getting phones working and all that kind of stuff. And the company Telos said, well, you know, our chief engineer lives right there in Pahrump, Nevada. I about dropped the phone. What? That's a joke. Who happens to be a ham operator like myself. Needless to say, he talked the company into providing us with the best gear that exists on planet Earth for getting sound from point A to point B, or telephones or whatever. And so thank you, Telos, and thank you, Joe. Keith Rowland, my webmaster of, you know, this bothers me a little. Probably bothers Kate, too. What is it, about 30 years, Kate? We've known each other, I think, something like that. So he's doing it all down there. Well, I'm doing it all here, and he's doing it all there. Dr. J, my new producer, and by the way, Paul, my old producer. That sounds bad, the old guy. He's fine. Dr. J is my new producer and doing a great job. I want to thank the BellGab website. And this is a website comprised of people that might chew your arm off or might give you a kiss on the cheek. It's really hard to say. They're sort of what I describe as the bad way. It's a great site. If you're not, well, there's 2 sites listed at artbell.com, incidentally. 2 sites. So here's the deal. BellGab is the Wild, Wild West. And the other website listed, which claims the name of the show, is a little easier going. So if you don't feel like you would even put your head into the lion's den, you're going to want to go to that one. If you're unafraid, I make these people sound bad. They're actually bright people. They're people who have really helped spread the word of the show. And, it's a little acerbic at times, but BellGab is a place you might want to try. BellGab.com. Then there's Las Vegas Net, LasVegas.net. We did a test show last night, and as I mentioned last night, Internet is crucial to virtually everything I do. Without Internet, there is no me. The phones come in by Internet, Skype comes in by Internet, my program goes by the Internet. So I am Internet dependent. Last night we did a little test show. And we had storms up on the mountain between here and Las Vegas. That's where the microwave sends the Internet, right? And these storms caused a gigantic rain fade. I mean, it's 9,000 feet up, folks, and it came down so hard that even the microwave signal simply didn't make it through. And when that happened, of course, an hour and a half or an hour and whatever it was, 3/4 into the show, things began going bonkers. So that's why you do tests. We've ironed that out. We ironed out a whole lot of other things. And hopefully all will run smoothly tonight. That's not wood. That's sort of metallic, but it looks like wood. It's wood-like. Probably doesn't count at all. Let me find. There we go. That's real wood. All right, while we've got a moment, I'm going to pick up, I think, a call. And I'm going to go to, let's see, let's go to Illinois. Hello, Illinois, are you there?
Yes.
Extinguish your device, please.
Done.
Done? Great. Okay, what is your first name?
Rose.
Rose by any other, right?
Yeah.
What part of Illinois are you in, Rose?
Ayuka.
Ayuka.
Population 600.
Really? That's a very small town.
I'm out in foreign country.
So does everybody sort of know everybody in your town? I imagine they do.
Yeah, it's like everybody knows everybody.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, listen, welcome to the program. Do you have any thoughts, suggestions, ideas, criticisms, anything?
No criticisms. I love him. I cried when they took his show off the air. My husband, I was screaming and yelling at him. He's not on, that other radio show's on.
Wait a
I've
minute.
been listening to Bart for years.
Well, yeah, but you're talking about him like he's in the third person.
Well, he was gone for a little while, and I missed
He
him
was.
very much.
Well, he was, and he missed being here, too. But listen, just for the record, I'm Art. This is Art.
Oh, my God!
No, just Art.
Oh, my God! I got through to you! Oh, my God!
Now, what have I always said, Rose? I've always said I don't have a call screener.
Screeners, yeah, but I usually they say that and somebody else picks up. Oh, my Lord!
Rose,
Oh, Art! Oh,
Yes,
my
yes,
God! I love you,
Oh,
your
thank you.
family. I swear, the day that you signed off the air, I go, no, he's going to be back on. That other radio show was on. I screamed at my husband, he's not on. I sat down and cried. It was like somebody stabbed me in the heart with a knife. I've been listening to you for years.
Rose, you know, you've really got to get a recording of this program. I hope you have joined as a time traveler.